What Mike Hilton gave him when he was here before moving on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, this Pittsburgh Steeler defense, play after play after play last week. 3rd down and 8. Jones underneath route. Jacoby Myers gets to the sticks. Playing without T.J. Watt, doesn't require surgery on that injured pec, but out at least 4 weeks, placed on IR. 3rd and 4. Jones has time, delivers, first down grab.
So far in the early going, this offensive line is answering the challenge.
Stevenson in the backfield from the gun. Jones hooks a pass, makes the connection. Jones, pump, toss it underneath, catch made by Aguilar, and he'll get hit, unless you believe in the broadcasting jinx. 28-yarder.
The jinx is broken.
It's good.
They want to get back there and win a ball game or two.
Motion man is Pickens. First down, Pittsburgh. Trubisky, play fake. Off the tip ball, it's intercepted by Mills. Trubisky is picked, and the Patriots take over. Jones, step, throw, floats it. Intercepted by Fitzpatrick. Minka had the big return last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and he's got a pick here in week 2. A lot of gadget plays. They want to work in that creativity. 3rd and 10. Trubisky off his back foot. Hits his man. Deontay Johnson. 161 yards and 8 touchdowns. Fake it. Trubisky. Brought down. Trubisky waited too long. Patriots with a dime package. 9th play of the drive for Pittsburgh. 3rd and 17. Trubisky steps up. Rifles it to the outside. And it's a catch. Just short of a first down. Deontay Johnson. And now the movement is enough. Just inches short.
And give Trubisky credit. They threw a lot at him defensively on.
Harris in there for Pittsburgh. From the gun. Trubisky in trouble. Trubisky is sacked at the 18-yard line. Shotgun for Jones. The throw is on time for Jacoby Myers, but he's going to come up short of a first down. Just take care of them physically and mentally. 3rd down and 3. Trubisky, the throw to the outside, the hands, Claypool, clean catch. Under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Trubisky up in the air, knocked around and incomplete. Freiermuth, 2nd down and 6. Jones, protection holds up. Jones zings it in there. Kendrick Bourne. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. We're down to 30 seconds to go. Jones, step, dials up, deep ball. Oh, what a catch! Nelson Aguilar, spectacular! Touchdown, New England. 44 yards.
It's difficult. Sometimes someone just has to make a one-on-one play that's a little more difficult. Good coverage by Witherspoon, but Aguilar just goes over the top of him and takes it from him. And for that to turn into a touchdown, that's a tough one for him to deal with.
20 seconds left in the half. Trubisky pushing it downfield on a rainbow. George Pickens, the ultra-talented rookie from Georgia. Trying to make something happen here with 13 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky steps up. 8 seconds left. Trubisky could not break away from Judon.
But Devin likes the fact that now it's all just defensive players on the field in these situations.
3rd down, Trubisky is going to load it up. Trubisky, deep ball, and it's incomplete.
Well, fortunately, a natural grass surface here helping with this heat.
2nd down, Jones, clean pocket, and he delivers it to Bourne. First down. It had that feeling all week, and that's exactly how it's playing out. Jones, flushed for a moment, hits his man over the middle, Damian Harris. First down. Terrible towels being waved. On a give, Stevenson, legs churning for a first down for the Pats. Nickel package here for Pittsburgh. Motion man Aguilar. Jones A high throw, handled out of bounds. Family, his brother Eric was a kicker at Washington. Brother Gregory played soccer for the Galaxy. 52-yarder is offline. No good. Later this season.
White 20!
Best starting field position for the Steelers today. Trubisky sells the fake, hits Najee Harris. Shake and bake move into New England territory. Peppers is in there right now along with Adrian Phillips. 2nd down and 9 for Trubisky and the Steelers. Throws it and completes it.
Give those guys an opportunity out in the open field.
Trubisky, deep drop. Uncorks it. Blown up. Jalen Warren just got stamped by Jabril Peppers from the 17-yard line. Fake it. Jones throws. Open man. And a completion. Once again, it's Aguilar with the tackle.
They're changing up the tempo a little bit, trying to go a little bit quicker.
2nd and 9. Jones throwing on the move, and he throws it right to the Steelers, but they can't come away with it. Sutton, that was a gift for the Patriots organization. He brings unique insight. 3rd and 9. Jones. High one. Incomplete. New job with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jake Bailey is punting it. Olszewski, the return man. Wobbler. And he loses it. Olszewski coughs it up at the 20-yard line. The Patriots jump on it. Olszewski.
Both tight ends in. Henry, Smith.
Handoff. Steamrolling. Damian Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. The turnover on the muff. Schooler, the recovery. They turn it into 6. New England never quite found its footing on this side of the ball. Trubisky steps up, floats it over the middle, caught by Harris. And Harris works his way upfield. 2nd and 10 for 6th-year pro Mitch Trubisky. Olszewski. 1st down into New England territory. The only run that has gone for double digits in yards. Covered 18. Harris up the middle. Trubisky hits his man. Harris makes a man miss. Hurdles for extra yards. The flexibility. There was Mack Wilson initially. Trubisky on a line.
Confusion on the front side or a one-on-one on the back side.
3rd down. Trubisky. End zone. Touchdown. A bullet to Freiermuth. The 2-point try for Pittsburgh. Trubisky. They handle the rush. He throws it. Laying out. Deontay Johnson put it on the board. Trubisky along the side. Shotgun. Jones gets rid of it quickly, hits Jacoby Myers. Had 6 different offensive line coaches during his college career. 6. 3rd and 9. Jones on the money to the 45. 1st down, New England, Jacoby Myers. On 235 yards, a touchdown and a pick. On 3rd down, rush coming. Jones floats it upstairs, and it didn't get to Parker. Incomplete. Week 1, 2019, New England, a blowout win, 33-3. This is a 3rd and 8. Here comes the rush. Release it to Harris, and they just charge at Harris to bring him down. And they get a chance at putting points on the board. Shotgun Jones into a crowd. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the intended target.
Wait for routes to develop in order to pick up 1st downs.
This is a 3rd and 2 for the Steelers. Trubisky floats it up. Najee Harris can't squeeze it. Oh, the coverage was outstanding. Matthew Judon. 3rd and 2. Pivotal play with 4:36 remaining. Jones out of the pocket. Jones will run for the 1st down. A slide. Second down and 4. We approach 3 minutes to go. Feed it. Stevenson finds the crease, and he's got a first down. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Jones on a handoff. Harris breaks free. First down to the 26. Tight formation on 2nd and 12. Give it to Harris. There's some space. Harris slides at the 20-yard line. Jones on a give. The running lane for Harris. He's tripped up, and it is enough. First down, Patriots. New England looked flat and uneasy a week ago. Not the case today. Bill Belichick and the Pats get it done. 17-14, the final.